Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Thursday, April 18th, 2024 Parks and Veterans Services Committee meeting. I'd like to call the meeting to order. I first would like to welcome our newest committee member, Mark Morgans. Thank you, Mark. We're excited to have you.
Thank you.
This is a great committee.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it. So thank you. The first item is approval of the minutes. Everyone had a chance to look at those? Are there any changes? Okay.
I move that we approve the minutes as presented.
Second. Okay, great. Thank you. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Jerry, thank you. Next is public comment. Either of you have public comment today?
I'm trying to think of something, but I really don't.
Okay, thank you. Next is Kirk and AJ.
Good morning. This is kind of a report on last month's activities, most of it starring AJ. He and Jet installed two new frames for the memorial plaque
Oh, nice.
program. We had two of them on the sides of the bandstand and they're full. And we had a couple more plaques, and so we'd already built the frames, so we installed them straight back on the north wall. Next time you're down there, check it out. And in the way they arranged it, there's room for even yet two more, but I can't help but think that's 10 years away. I don't know, but you know what else I mean, when they're full, so it should look nice. We finally ordered and on their way new replacement playground parks. The tennis courts were professionally pressure washed, which happens every year or two. The ball field, softball, baseball, little league field has been opened up. The tops are gone. The bases are out. Weed eat mowed. It's ready to go. We spent a day at weeding the rose garden. Kind of a drag. Of course, there's 12 days stuff. So the Tree City USA signs went up. We planted trees with the kids. We started mowing. We hooked up the water truck so we can be mobile watering new trees and all the flower baskets when they get here. And it sounds like we're gonna try to put up the Purple Martin house today.
Yes.
Yay!
They were seen circling last week.
Here, so
They're all looking for their homes.
Great.
came a week early because climate change. That's what I think. That's all.
Great.
Put up houses for puffins if it works that way.
Burrows for.
Burrows, yeah.
AJ, do you have anything?
I just planted some more trees. A walnut tree, the two short pines that are out front, the sea breeze now, and I switched those trees out and planted the other one somewhere else. And then I have 5 Leyland cypress, more Leyland cypress that we're gonna probably plant in West Shirley somewhere, and then maybe up the Spruce Beach access. So,
Awesome.
and then we have everything Kirk mentioned.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thanks. And thanks so much for the tree planting.
That was fun.
Yeah,
Very nice.
that was great.
I wish someone had taken some pictures.
Oh.
We got a bunch.
Better digging than last year. Last year it was just gravel.
Yeah,
Right.
Digging in the street pretty much.
but no elk this year, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was,
We'll continue to use that site for a little while.
That'd be great.
The tree planting with the grade school kids,
Sure.
for them to walk down. I got plenty of real estate up there, so I think we'll continue there for a little while.
great.
Nice.
That's wonderful. Thank you. There were no right-of-way tree removals this month. Thank you. And Les, do you want to update everybody on the tree focus?
I think we have, there has been some updates since we talked last. There were continued discussions over the past month with city staff and police department to ensure that what we were asking for was actually enforceable and reasonably something they could live with and work with. And we got several more changes made. We finalized our recommendation to the city council, and now that particular latest draft has been submitted to the state for their review. I don't have right here in front of me, but we do have a date. The first public review of it, which will be at the planning session in May, I think.
Well, I think May 23rd. Yeah, May 23rd.
But it's a planning session. Yeah. So that'll be our first chance to really show it publicly. And so we're moving ahead. We pretty excited about it.
And so it'll go to the planning commission. There'll be a public hearing.
Right.
And then when it finishes the planning commission, then it'll move up to the council.
Right.
But there'll be plenty of opportunity for people to make comments and for changes to be made and.
Yeah, ultimately, the planning commission, after hearing public testimony, will make the recommendation to submit it to the city council, and then it'll be public again.
Great. Been almost a year now. Because we started last May, right?
Seems like it.
Thank you very much. Community grants. Barry, do you have?
I've been working with probably about 3 people. I've really noticed, just so you guys are heads up. There's a couple of our ones that we've done in the past. One of them had lost all their records. Their computer was wiped. I told her to submit the application anyway. And have a letter written specifically. I'm hoping this is okay. I had them just write a letter what had happened so that you guys are aware of why that happened. I think you guys would be. It's the North Coast Land Conservancy. So I want you to know that there might be a couple of ones that are struggling on the application. And I sent them old applications or the last one that they submitted with the information that they had, but they may not have all the information, so on that. So there's 2 of those, but you know, they're the ones that you guys grant lots into, so maybe, I don't know what, just prepare yourself that they're not gonna have all the information that you are requiring. I don't know, kind of talk about that. And then, so I want to say I probably have 6 or 7 applications.
That's all.
now.
Okay,
But I'm pretty sure that they'll start hitting me harder.
tomorrow and then Monday, because Monday's the deadline.
So I'm expecting more to come in.
Okay. Thank you. So if I look at the calendar, the packets should be sent out around the 23rd of April. On May 2nd, we have a special meeting with any questions that we might have for the applicants. And then
9 o'clock?
it's at 9, it's at 9 o'clock,
Which one?
May 2nd.
Second. I stayed on the.
Okay, I assume it's at 9. If it's different, we'll let you.
I think, I assumed all of them. Yeah, but it was. So if you guys have a problem with it tonight. I did print out some, I don't think I put it in your packets, which I should have, but I do have some printed out for your schedule.
Oh, thank you. And then May 9th will be the presentations, Thursday, May 9th from 9 to noon. Then our worksheets will be due to Sherry by the May 14th at 5. Then May 16th is our committee meeting where we'll discuss everything. And then May 21st, our worksheets will be due to Sherry by noon. Anyway, then we'll have another special meeting on May 23rd. So we have lots of things coming up. So anyway. Thank you. Yeah, I bet they're all gonna start coming in tomorrow and Monday, because they're due by 2 Monday, right? Yeah.
And I think it was requested when I first started, is each application be scanned separately, and then that way you guys can access them a little bit easier. I was even struggling helping the other 2 because I had to actually print them out and separate applications so that they didn't get other people's application.
Oh,
information.
sure.
So I'm gonna streamline it a little bit better for you guys.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Heritage trees. So as you saw in your packet, I turned in an application for a tree, a Sitka spruce at City Park, Main City Park, just right near the bandstand. We can go and take a look at it at some point if you'd like. There is a picture included packet. Just to kind of have conversation and talk about it. So does anybody want, it's just really, it's a beautiful tree. It's in the main park where everybody will see it. Yeah, it's, you go to the concerts and there it is. So, you guys want to start a conversation about that today?
So, help me remember, at what point will we ask Jeff Guerin to look at the tree? I
Jeff
don't,
Gerhardt?
Yeah.
I think it'd be appropriate that we do a site visit on the tree as a committee and take a
and
look at
then,
it.
and then decide.
And then when we're all out there on site, it's great being outdoors and fresh air and we can decide if it's gonna go to the next level, if everyone agrees on it, then I'll take it to the next level.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know what next month's agenda looks like, but we do a field trip out there.
Let's do it. You guys good with that?
Going, we could have time today, potentially.
I mean, we could go after this meeting if people have time, or we could wait till next month.
I unfortunately
You
will
have a meeting.
attend.
Let's wait till next month then.
That's fine.
Trevor can be there with us.
I personally love the tree. I think it's in the right spot. It's highly visible. We've got the acrobatic lady that shows up with scarves. She's not using that tree anymore. We didn't run them off. I think it's very entertaining when she's there.
Yeah.
But anyway, I love the selection.
That aerialist person just has kind of moved over to Les Shirley.
Yeah.
But it does get a little bit of use that way, and I just want to mention that in my time, just over 20 years, there's been 2 different honeybee swarms in that tree.
Oh.
And also, and my question for Stacy is, how do you determine the age, or you just guess?
I was guessing, just based on because all the trees in our yard was pretty clear cut and I have a picture of it in 1939. And so I was just
Okay.
kind of guessing based on the size of the trees in our yard and the size of that one. I just thought, probably about what it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little older, but
Okay,
that's all I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Because I moved here 40 years ago, and it seems like it was, I don't even, it seemed like it was big then, but I don't know.
And if it goes to the next level, that'll all get determined by our arborist.
sure.
I'm just curious. My point is, I think if anything, it's older rather.
I do too.
Great. We can check the next box and I was just,
Yeah, I don't know. I was just wondering if you had professionally looked at it or not, but you just.
I don't have any utilities in that area, nor planning on doing any utilities in that area, except for maybe some irrigation at some point. I don't have any utilities in there.
I like the idea that it's, the roots are protected and there's pathways that keep them away from the tree if they can see the tree. So that's really nice.
Yeah, let's take a look at it next month.
okay,
I'll make it sunny that day.
thank you. And Saturday too, don't forget.
Ryan.
Okay, so let's plan on that then. Thank you.
I actually planted a bunch of crocus bulbs and lilies around that little berm on the tree, and then the elk came and ate them.
Yeah,
To see a couple of little flowers, and then I was thinking because it doesn't get mowed, so it would be perfect, but then it ended up being shorter than the actual lawn.
Yeah, AJ was out there working at the park the day that I went to measure and blah, blah. So anyway, he helped me measure. Anyway, thanks, AJ. Yeah. Okay, that'll be fun next month. Yeah, nice to get out. Okay, the monthly reserve cleanup, we did it a week early this month because the parade is going to be taking its place next week or this week. So Betty, do you want to talk about that for a minute?
Yes, we had a great time over, we were gonna go to Les Shirley and then go over to Nakus, but we didn't have any time left because there was so much at Les Shirley. So next month, this coming month, we're gonna be going to Nakus this time and do what we were going to do this month. So I'll put the link out a week before, but it'll be the third week, which I'm not sure what day that is, third week in May, Saturday,
18th.
the 18th. So that's when it'll be. And at the tree planting yesterday, or 2 days ago, one of the younger mothers was saying she wanted to be part of it, and she has friends that wanted to be part of it, but they are service workers, so they work on weekends. And she was saying, could we do it maybe during the week? And so I talked to Trevor, he's fine with it, and I wouldn't mind doing that. Like every third week, we do a Saturday and then a Thursday, a Tuesday or Wednesday also. Because it would be great to get younger people involved, and they can't come on the weekends. So we might be growing.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's super.
Yeah, it was a big pile out there. It was 2 big bites with the tractor, so
Good.
a lot.
Yeah, we were just gonna spend a short time there and then there was Scotch broom in
Lo and
bloom,
behold.
there.
Yeah.
Lots of big blackberries and
Oh, God. And we didn't even get over to the park on the side, closer to the Hemlock. We were only over into the real park and down by the ocean estuary. So anyway,
Thank you.
you're welcome, everybody. Thank you.
yeah, that was fun. It was a nice day. And then I drove by later that afternoon and all the elk were bedded down. So
Oh,
good thing we went this morning.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
We made it easier for them.
Yes, we did. We did. Thank you. Okay, now the big topic, 12 days of Earth Day. It's been fun so far. The nature talk with Friends of Haystack Rock was super interesting. Tree City USA stickers, that was fantastic. Lots of people turned out, I think a bigger turnout than we've ever had. And so that was super fun. Obviously the trail cleaning. Betty did a great paper making class,
So that was fun.
which
Yeah.
was very well attended. The film on Sunday with the panel and the film about Hecata, I thought it was Heceta Bank, was very interesting. And I think the film was about 30 minutes, but the questions were at least an hour.
Yeah,
We practically had to, like, come on.
yeah, it was
Still
good.
had more questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very interesting. And the film is available on YouTube. So if anybody's interested, we can certainly send you the link. Yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah, so, and it might be worth at least mentioning, my understanding is that particular film and that topic is probably gonna be available, in other meetings that might be. There are several groups that are working to try to get Hecata Banks and the associated bank there with it, I forget the name of it, but designated a national marine
Sanctuary?
sanctuary or reviews. And I was shocked to find out that Oregon doesn't have one.
Mhm.
I mean, all of the ones we're aware of are all state.
Right.
California's got 6 or 7 of them and Washington's got, but from a federal standpoint, Oregon doesn't have one, and Hecata Bank is definitely a candidate. So I think there's going to be more opportunity to see the film and certainly to get involved if anybody's got that kind of inclination.
It's actually being shown at OMSI with a panel. I think it's April 30th. If anybody's going into Portland. Yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah, no, I was very pleased with it.
Let's see, then the tree planting obviously was adorable. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for having the holes ready and the trees and all the planting help. And anyway, it was
That's the biggest turnout we've ever had.
it was huge.
And if you count the elk,
If you count the elk,
All right.
a lot of community members at that event.
It was good.
Pretty cool.
And the trees are beautiful.
Yes.
My gosh.
I gotta tell you,
5 more just like them that are gonna.
Daniel, the code enforcement, he was there.
Yeah.
He was, one of the little kids came up to him and said he looked like a secret agent.
I love that.
Daniel had a smile all day long and he.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Very fun. So Sherry, I know you mentioned something as the meeting started.
Yes, I reached out, I was talking to Barb, I actually sent some of the pictures to Barb. So that she could have them for the school. And I asked her if we could put it on the website and she said, well, let me check. And she's finding out there are several of the kids that have parents that do not want their kids publicized. So if you have pictures, please do not post them. I think what I'm gonna do next is maybe get with the school and give them a ton of pictures and see if there's ones that we could use. But we do need to respect the parents, you know, online is kind of scary.
We were talking about that last night and we can blur out their face.
Problem is, we cannot be told which kid
Oh,
we. So
Oh,
what I'm gonna do to be proactive is maybe send them pictures, have them look at the pictures and tell me which ones maybe I can use.
okay.
So that way kids are not,
Just their backs maybe, or their,
yeah, I took so many pictures, so there are some really good ones. It's just a matter of respecting the kids that don't need to be out there. So there is that, and I want to make sure you guys are aware, because I know that everybody was taking pictures.
Sure.
And
I have a ton in my phone.
right, so be careful. And I do have some pictures for my kids that we can maybe
Mhm.
use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So do know that, be careful.
To see what happens when we contact the school and please don't post anything.
No,
You guys took, okay?
No,
It was such a good event, though. I wish we
Yeah.
did.
it was such a good turnout. Yeah.
Yeah, fun.
Okay, so, and then last night, we gave out the Gaylord Nelson Award. Angela Benton is the new recipient of that award. She was very excited and shocked. It was very sweet. Betsy didn't want to give up the hat, but she did. So anyway, it was very nice. Then we saw a film about Earth Day. It was a little long, but I thought it was kind of interesting to know the history of what led into the first Earth Day.
Yeah.
What was going on in our, just what was going on politically and with the environment. And anyway, it was interesting.
And how amazing we were doing really well in the 70s. Yeah. But, oh, well.
it was a story that I told in a way I had not heard it.
Yeah, me too. It was really behind the scenes.
They had the organizer of the first event there and talked about Gaylord Nelson and how that all went about, and showed pictures of kids eating lunch and being sprayed with DDT and swimming in the pools and, and it's, anyway, just interesting to know that history. So it was gross. It was terrible. Anyway, so yeah, so that was last night. So awesome. And the History Center was so great to let us use that space. That's a beautiful space.
Yeah. it is
Really
nice.
beautiful space. Tomorrow is the shred event from 10 to 2 right out here. And then obviously,
Don't forget tonight.
Bonnie Henderson today at 4 o'clock at the History Center. Thank you.
Yeah.
I know I have my schedule here and didn't pull it up. And then Sunday, Betty and Zoe
Yeah. so-
have 2 classes, one at 10 at the History Center on fermenting and one at 2 on soap making. So, and then
Could
that'll,
be laundry soap, just so you know. Yeah, detergent.
so thanks to everybody for participating and being a part, and anyway, it's been fun. Fun. Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Sure. We need to talk about Saturday and
Yeah, you skip Saturdays. I think it's a street fair, maybe a parade or something.
Yeah. Well, I figured we'd have to talk about all that. One thing I did want to mention too is that meeting that we have on May 2nd. To go over any questions we may have for the community grant, people that are requesting grants. I'd like to also add in there a recap of 12 days, just so we can have an idea of what worked and what didn't work. So it'll just be a part of the agenda for that meeting. And when it's fresh in our mind, so we can say, well, let's not do that next year, or we need to do this again, or and then we can take a look at the handbook and just see if there are any changes we need to make. So so that'll be added to the agenda on May 2nd. So yeah, so Betty, do you want to talk about Saturday?
Okay, so Saturday, I'm gonna be today I'll get together with you guys and tell you about the tables and chairs.
Can we talk about it now?
You tell me now.
Oh, gosh, okay, well, all right, mostly people that are in town are getting tables and chairs and tents. Do you want me to add up the numbers right now? So,
I need to know what we
Well-
bring.
okay, yeah, so tents, we have 8 tents. Do we have 8 tents?
If 7 canopies, and I'm confident with Les's help, get them up.
Well, I can get Mike too. We have helpers. We can help.
The farmer's market
Mhm.
canopies, yeah, there should be 7.
Yeah.
Usable ones for sure.
Some of them need to be fixed before they're used, right?
Oh, okay.
I think that was
That's why we need you.
Yeah, because I went over it with Tracy yesterday and she was saying the new ones, we're gonna take those first, and then the backup ones, we're gonna take that, and then there's some other ones that she's like, don't touch these, I mean, because they're kind of
Rickety.
rickety.
Yeah.
We also have the weights too for the canopies, that we can use.
Sometimes you don't use them.
Yeah,
Yeah, if the weather's good, right?
well, the weather, if we want to talk about the weather, we can talk about the weather, and what I'm seeing right now on NOAA is that right about noon, it's gonna start raining.
What?
Okay.
Nothing significant.
Yeah.
But then the winds pick up at that point, mid-20s, and it just ramps up the rest of the day.
Mid-20s?
Hmm.
So everybody start thinking positively about
Mhm.
that coming at 4 instead of.
So do you want us to bring those?
Oh,
7 canopies.
well, yeah, bring the 7 and we'll just do the best we can. I mean, yeah, and
bring them.
Cert's you're gonna bring your own, right? Okay, so that's good.
How many tables?
Okay, so tables, 1, 2, 4. And 10 tables.
We have to bring 10 tables. Now,
Is that okay?
I've got 8 pretty good ones.
Okay. I can bring 2 from my house.
Bring 2 from your house.
Okay, so, yeah, okay. All right, and then chairs. $20.
How many does the farmer's market have? They don't have 20 today?
Oh, I know. I mean, this is. Okay, 18. I
don't need a chair.
I know, we don't.
I'm
need a
I'm
chair.
gonna
We
stand.
don't need a chair.
We have access to, I don't know, we didn't talk about this.
I mean, we're getting into 2 truckloads.
I
Yeah,
used to get them at Tolovana Hall, so there's all kinds of options.
I want to keep them, I want to use them in the farmer's market, so it's all in one spot.
Everything's here.
It's here.
Okay, so I'm,
People just might not get chairs.
How about with chairs?
Right.
We're gonna bring as many as we can in the pickup truck. Okay,
yeah, because we do have some activities where kids are gonna be sitting, but I'm not sure they'll have time to sit. So that's why I was ordering a few extra, just,
see what we can fit.
yeah, just fit. Okay, all right. So just
Yep.
do the best you can and we'll spread it out.
If I brought my truck over, do you have a problem with me helping?
I think we can get all this in one.
I mean, just as.
We're gonna load it up tomorrow afternoon, some point, so it's ready for Kirk. What I'll need help with is setting them up on site and then putting it back in the pickup truck at the end of the
And
event.
I plan to be there the whole
And Kirk
time.
is gonna drive it up to the public works truck and we'll unload everything on Monday, so he's not doing it himself.
Yeah, so I have 3 people that are gonna help with that job. I mean, they can even be here helping load it if you want.
So we're gonna do a soft close first thing in the morning of the street. So when Kirk comes in the morning, he's gonna do a soft closure on Second Street. The business owners have all been contacted except for one. They're open on Friday and then Anita's gonna go back and talk to them on Friday. They're aware of the soft closure we're gonna have probably at 7:30, 8 o'clock. They've been advised they can still access their business if need be, deliveries or whatever, but at 10, it's a hard closure.
Okay,
Setup starts, correct?
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I should drop stuff off a little before 10. Well, I'll be there before 10.
Yeah,
the soft
I'll be there.
closure first thing in the morning.
I put cones out at 7 o'clock.
The road closed on Hemlock and Spruce. And then if you guys can help him unload
yeah.
a
Yeah,
little before 10.
That's what I'm
so
thinking.
like nine
Like quarter to
45,
10?
Yeah.
quarter to 10, okay, we'll be there.
do it.
Okay,
And we want cones out at 7:30.
yeah, yep, with the road closed on Hemlock and Spruce. It's soft, you know what I'm saying, to allow a vehicle to drive through.
So you want 2 road close signs off to the side and we'll put them in the middle later on.
Correct. I think that's what we did last year and it worked pretty well.
Yeah, as far as the timing, that sounds about exactly what we did. Now, last year, we actually utilized some of the tables that are over in that closet. I'm hearing that you don't want to use any of the
I
council
prefer, I mean,
chambers.
we've got 8 tables.
I'm just saying we did it. I'm trying to make sure that if we run short, we don't want to do it
If
again.
we run short, I don't mind taking out of here, but I'd like to just use the farmer's market stuff if we can.
Well, what I'll do is we'll unload it, see what people need, and if we need 2 more, I'll just get them from my house.
And if we need to come back here and grab 2 more out of here, we. can.
Okay, all right, all right.
And there are other places in town if we, I mean, we need to make some arrangements. We've used tables from the American Legion with their permission. Not for this, but we've done it for the
Yeah,
library book sale.
yeah, yeah,
We could do something to have some tables in reserve, but
all right.
we need to make those arrangements. if we
And
need.
maybe the chamber would allow, if last
Thank God.
minute, just walk over to the chamber, like, can we borrow a table?
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
if they don't have an event going, and I think they did last year, but yeah, that would be
Then-
convenient.
And they got chairs too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So
Okay,
I'll swing by actually, no, my days, can't swing by there.
Want one of us to swing by and ask?
I'll- If somebody doesn't mind,
yeah, we
come
can,
by there.
Great.
What else?
What else for the street fair? And then I'll talk about the parade.
Is,
I think that's it. I just wondered if sea turtles turned in there. So that's 2 chairs we don't need and
The table.
a table. So there's that. That's the trouble, is trying to see who's really gonna come and who isn't.
We were there last year.
I know. And I've called him twice, so I'm hoping, but he hasn't turned in his paperwork. So,
And we can't really let them be there, can we, if they haven't turned in their paperwork?
I don't know the answer.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
They haven't submitted their paperwork.
Yeah, then,
No.
yeah. Okay, that's what I figured. Okay.
so I think that's it for me anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. Last year, we did have people parking right in front of restaurants when we got there, so that soft close is a good idea.
And PD's been advised, I don't want to tow anyone.
Yeah.
That soft closure in the morning usually works.
Yeah.
Some of the cars that are there have been there overnight. That's the situation.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. They don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I think we're ready for it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's exciting.
Angela will be out there with her ass.
That's right. That's right. So the parade will be meeting, where we usually meet there on Antler, right by Public Coast. The parade starts at 11, so we'll meet there, quarter till 11. The parade permit has been, approved, so we're good to go. We have the signs, the banners, Tree City USA and just the parade banner itself. We have that ready to go. Barb has all that. And just, we have volunteer forms for anybody that shows up. They'll be filling out their volunteer forms. So we're all ready that way. Bob Lundy's gonna handle all that. And, it's always a cute little parade. So hopefully there'll be a good turnout. And the parade route is gonna go from, Public Coast to US Bank. Or to First. We'll turn around at First and head back to the street fair on Second. So mostly on Hemlock. So,
Might be fun to coordinate, you know, with the kids making crowns and things, if they could be in the parade with their crowns. I don't know how to coordinate that,
Yeah.
but that would be fun for them to wear their
Mhm.
crowns and
Yeah,
be in a parade.
I don't know how that would happen.
yeah, we'd have.
Well, you'd have to
After.
change the time of the
Yeah.
parade probably.
Yeah.
Well, we could talk about that for.
Yeah, just bring
For
it up
next,
in case I
yeah.
forget.
Yeah, for next year when we have
Yeah,
our recap.
yes.
I also have some volunteer waivers in case any of the booth people haven't filled it out. So
Right. So is there anything else anybody can think of for 12 days?
Is there any kind of organization to the parade? In other words, different participants, you know, I know that CERT is gonna try to get a bunch of people to walk in it. Is there, or is it just kind of everybody walking together?
Public parade.
Yeah, we just kind of had in the past, just everybody, you show, if you want to walk, you show up and you, we start at 11 with the police escort and, people ride bikes, little kids.
H-Rap involved in it.
We've
Yeah,
invited,
They're
you know.
puffin or somebody dresses up like a puffin or something.
so yeah, there's not really a whole, like, it's not you go here and you go here and it's just like, okay, let's start.
Okay.
So.
But if you want to bring your band with you, that's.
It's just like the CERT guys, they're supposed to have hats and, you know, vests and stuff, you know. Well, I guess
They have-
we can do that.
Did they have a banner before too? I can't remember. Did they just?
They have a banner, but I don't know if they're planning on bringing it. I haven't heard anything.
We do have the banner. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna carry it.
I'm actually gonna hang it on the canopy, to be honest with you, but I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Not my,
So anything else?
When we break up after the end of the day, any idea what time you're gonna need help taking tearing down?
1:00, yeah.
And it's interesting to see how quickly it does get broken down and the street gets opened up
Tear
again.
down is a lot quicker.
so we'll tear down, load in Kirk's truck, and then just take it up to Public Works and park it.
We'll handle putting anything back on Monday. Because the canopies might have to be opened up in a dry area to dry out
Right.
before we,
That's not.
That's true.
so. To see what happens.
And thanks again to everybody. You know, it's a lot of work. So thanks. Thanks to everybody for participating and helping and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, is there anything else? All right, anything for good of the order today?
Yes, a couple things. We went on our field trip for this warning sign for people walking.
Mhm.
And just from walking, I'm wondering about the Whale Park access. I'm sure you guys know. I don't know, but that looks like an ankle breaker. I mean, just trying to maneuver in the rocks. I don't know if there's anything.
Yeah, we're gonna do something there.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, because that's where but that's where I was just, since.
That's one of our sites. Eventually I'd like to turn that into a legit ADA access,
Well, now I hate to see it get paved.
not paved.
Yeah.
Not paved.
Yeah.
I had to do some grade changes in there and everything.
Okay.
else.
And
But we're not there quite yet, but I do
Okay.
some repairs to make it a little safer to
Yeah,
access.
yeah.
are we talking about kind of on the backside as you leave?
Well,
Toward the beach?
access from Whale Park, when you go in, you just go
Yeah.
up the steps and then there's some big boulders and no access.
At our last ADA audit 4 years ago, that's one of the sites, the guy, our consultant.
Yeah.
mentioned. I'll be doing that audit again next year, And I'm gonna take that opportunity to really get some details from them about that site. Okay,
Okay, good, good. And then the other beach access, I don't know if you guys, but there's a couple of head knocker willow branches that are in the right of way, the path there, and if I had a saw, I don't know if I
Which beach,
could, but they're about this round.
which one you talking about?
Harrison Street.
Harrison, yeah.
Yeah, so you go down the stairs and then the beach access has, I don't know what kind of willow.
Willow, yeah.
Yeah, but there's,
We've been knocking that stuff back for 20 years, 30 years.
yeah, but there's a couple of branches that are just right out. I mean, it might need some attention.
I'll go down and check it out.
Okay.
You'll hear a chainsaw for a few hours and you'll know.
That's where, I mean, I hate bothering you. I wasn't sure, who takes care of that.
I think we've been doing that every year. I mean,
Specific in a
Yeah.
little while, because the Cannon Beach landscape kind of.
Well, that's what I wasn't sure if surf sand goes in there and trims, because I can tell somebody trims it up, but just there's,
It's pretty much the city does that.
okay,
Tunnel is pretty much the city does.
okay. But there's just two branches that to me need to be
take a look at it.
dealt with.
Yeah, we'll take them.
Awesome. Cool.
The willow's pretty, goes good.
Yep. All right,
Okay, anything else?
that's all I have.
All right, thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Introduce our new member officially.
We already did.
Did we? And I missed it?
You notice we have a new member at least.
For me, you did adequately at the beginning of the meeting, and I'll come over and self-introduce myself.
I guess I missed the speech.
Unless you're like.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.